This is Rebel Rod with something to kick around at places like the Lebanon Elks and other fine establishments in Lebanon, Warren County, Ohio, uh, to bring some kind of resolve to an issue that I have found in the Freedom Act. It used to be called the Patriot Act, and it was outlined and submitted to Congress and Senate and passed through under the Bush administration with Karl Rove and others to combat terrorism. And the definition of terrorism will come to play. But there is a Title III amendment, which is a separate attachment to the Freedom Act and to the Patriot Act, which deals with the financing of terrorism. And when I was at Speedway and Triumph Energy, they began to enforce the laws of this Patriot Act in the financing guidelines, so much so that Triumph Energy got rid of their money order program and quit selling them. And the reason why was because there was so much paperwork attached once you got over $999 worth of money orders or something like that. But as I did some research into the financing part of the anti-terrorism bill, now called the Freedom Act, I did find that donations over $10,000 to any institution or congregation of people who are convicted of terrorism, like could happen in the Bennie Thompson of Mississippi lawsuit versus the Ku Klux Klan for their support of Donald J. Trump in the White House takeover. You have to start looking for these suspicious activity reports, and there's no better place to look than right in the backyard of parent company Marathon Oil and its vice president, Mr. Ciminarelli of Warren County. To find the representatives that you need to speak to, all you have to do is contact Greg Landsman and Steve Wilson, a senator and congressman here that represent Warren County in the state of Ohio, and ask for the S.A.R.S reports to be brought to fruition, something that Lebanon Citizens National Bank president and now 7th District Senator Steve Wilson should be very familiar with. The place where they congregate to exchange campaign contributions is no secret to CNN, ABC, NBC, or CBS. It's the Golden Lamb in Lebanon, Ohio, owned and operated by the family that is associated with Rob Portman, who competed with a friend of mine in the 2nd District for U.S. State Representative. And my friend died in 2018, and I have dedicated a lot of time and energy to shed some light on a man who is honest, who stuck his hand out to help people, who conducted himself in a very mannered way. He had a lot of integrity, he had a lot of grace, and he was not treated fairly in Waynesville, Ohio. So I have asked for people to contact local representation like the NAACP, Congressman Greg Landsman, Senator Steve Wilson, and others to try to shed some light on the reason that Waynesville lost such a fine administrator, such a great Democrat, and such a good friend to Rodney Rebel when he was accused of things and treated in a menacing way after helping me and my brother through a traffic stop that was mishandled in some ways, but was helped along to its correct conclusion by our mayor, Charlie Sanders. So I ask that you investigate these S.A.R.S reports so that we can end this Trump regime from dividing our nation. Thank you.